Imagine our school without any teachers or a principal. It would be total chaos, right? Everyone would do whatever they wanted. Lunchtime might never come. Governments are like the grown-up version of teachers and principals for a whole country. They keep things organized and running smoothly. Governments are responsible for many important things. They build roads and bridges for us to travel on. They provide schools for us to learn and hospitals to keep us healthy. Governments also make sure everyone follows rules like traffic lights for cars and laws against stealing. This helps keep everyone safe and living together peacefully. Without a government, life would be very different. It would be much harder to get things done. It would be like playing a game without any rules, confusing and maybe even a little bit scary. That's why we have governments, to make sure things run fairly and smoothly for everyone. Fun fact, the largest democracy globally is India, with over 1.3 billion people. Just like there are different types of houses, there are different ways to run a country. These are called political systems or types of government. Let's learn about a few. Democracy. In a democracy, people get to choose their leaders. They vote for the person they think will make the best decisions for everyone. It's like choosing a class representative but for the whole country. The United Kingdom and Canada are examples of democracies. Monarchy. Imagine a king or queen ruling a country. That's a monarchy. Some monarchies are only symbolic, meaning the king or queen doesn't have real power. Others have monarchs who make important decisions. The United Kingdom, despite being a democracy, also has a queen. Another monarchy is Saudi Arabia. Dictatorship. In a dictatorship, one person has all the power and makes all the rules. This is different from a democracy where everyone gets a say. North Korea is an example of a dictatorship. Communism. In a communist country, the government controls most things like businesses and farms. The idea is to make everything equal for everyone. China and Cuba are examples of communist countries. Tribal leadership. In some parts of the world, groups of people called tribes have their own leaders and ways of making decisions. These leaders are usually respected elders who make choices based on their traditions and the needs of their people. Many indigenous communities around the world follow this system. Fun fact, the world's smallest country, Vatican City, is ruled by the Pope, making it a theocracy, a government ruled by religious authority. Good leaders need important qualities just like good friends. They should be honest, fair, and want to help people. They listen to others, make thoughtful decisions, and work hard to solve problems. A good leader is like a captain steering a ship, making sure everyone is safe and heading in the right direction. But leaders don't make all the decisions alone. In democracies, they have groups of helpers called parliaments or congresses. These groups discuss and create laws, which are like rules for the whole country. Imagine a school council deciding on new playground rules. It's similar to how laws are made. In other governments, decisions might be made differently. In a monarchy, the king or queen might have the final say. In a dictatorship, the dictator makes all the choices. Each system has its own way of making sure the country runs smoothly. Fun fact, the world's longest-serving president was Omar Bongo, who ruled Gabon in Africa for over 41 years. Section 4. Your voice matters. Being a good citizen. Even though you're young, you can still be an active citizen. Being a good citizen means respecting your community and trying to make it a better place. You can do this in many ways, even without voting yet. You can help keep your neighborhood clean by picking up litter. You can volunteer at a local charity or food bank to help people in need. You can also speak up for what you believe in, like writing a letter to your local newspaper about an issue you care about. Remember, every little bit helps. By showing kindness, respect, and a willingness to make a difference, you're already on your way to being an amazing citizen. Fun fact, kids in ancient Greece used to learn about democracy by participating in debates and mock trials. Section 5. Government types, a peek at the differences. Let's take a closer look at how different types of governments work in action. Type of government, how leaders are chosen, how decisions are made. Example, country. Democracy. People vote for their leaders. Leaders discuss and vote on laws in a parliament or Congress. Canada. Monarchy. Kings or queens inherit their position. The monarch might have absolute power or share power with elected officials. The United Kingdom dictatorship. One person takes control by force. The dictator makes all the decisions. North Korea communism. The Communist Party holds all the power. The government controls most aspects of the economy and society. China. Tribal leadership. Respected elders are often chosen as leaders. Decisions are made collectively, based on traditions and the needs of the tribe. Indigenous communities in the Amazon rainforest. Section 6. Fighting for freedom, stories of change. Throughout history, many brave people have fought for freedom and fairness in their countries. They believed that everyone deserved a voice and a say in how they were governed. Let's learn about some inspiring movements. The American Revolution. In 1776, the 13 American colonies decided they didn't want to be ruled by the King of England anymore. They fought a war for independence and won, creating the United States of America, a brand new democracy. The Civil Rights Movement. In the United States, African Americans were treated unfairly for many years because of the color of their skin. Brave activists like Martin Luther King Jr. fought for equal rights and helped change laws to make sure everyone was treated fairly. The fall of the Berlin Wall. For many years, Germany was divided by a wall that separated communist East Germany from democratic West Germany. In 1989, the wall came down, symbolizing the end of communism in Eastern Europe and the desire for freedom and unity. These stories remind us that change is possible when people work together to fight for what they believe in. Fun fact: did you know that the tradition of democracy started in ancient Greece over 2,500 years ago? Section 7. You are the future. Leading with courage and kindness. Learning about different types of governments and the importance of civic engagement might seem like grown-up stuff, but it's never too early to start thinking about how you can make a difference in the world. You have the power within you to be a leader, whether it's in your classroom, your community, or someday, maybe even your country. Leadership isn't about being the loudest or the boss. It's about using your voice to speak up for what you believe in, treating others with kindness and respect, and working together to create positive change. Remember the qualities of a good leader: honesty, fairness, and a genuine desire to help others. By embracing those qualities and using your voice for good, you can make a real difference in the world, no matter how big or small. You are the future, and the future is full of hope and possibility.